It was a year ago today. Mainers suffered through the first of those three big rain, wind, and tidal storms that hit us last winter.
While much of the attention for that was focused along the coast, homes and businesses farther inland also took a hit, like the ones along the Kennebec River in Augusta.
Some businesses there never recovered, and for those that did, it took time and a lot of money to do it. News Center Maine's Pearl Small visited one of those today to see what it took to get back up and running.
At Cushnock Brewing Company in Augusta, it's business as usual. General Manager Casey Hines is dealing with the holiday rush that comes before Christmas. Very different from what Hines was dealing with 1 year ago.
Oh my God. I was like, well, I'm sure you weren't trying to call me at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, actually, the water's already in the building. And I was like, what do you mean the water's already in the building? I had no idea.
He was woken up early to find out a vital part of the business was being destroyed by flooding.
Literally the ceiling. It was touching the ceiling.
Suddenly, dozens of the businesses in the Kennebec River Valley had more than just waterfronts in common. They had catastrophic damage.
So the water ended up coming up to this top step here. So we were within 6 inches of it being on this floor. So that's why we say when we're lucky, we got very lucky. It was all the way up to the top step.
Cushnock's tasting room is in the basement, and while it's a vital part of the business, the real breadwinner is the first floor, which was able to open back up 3 days later.
I know there are businesses that flooded and never opened again. That happens. We were lucky in that regard, and I don't take that for granted.
Repairs took about a month, and state money helped fund it. Through the Business Recovery and Resilience Fund grant, the restaurant got about $30,000.
And everybody along the Kennebec River corridor that was affected by the flooding last year, I think everybody that applied did get some help.
But the money covered just over a third of what it cost Cushnock to make the repairs, about $80,000 total.
It's a blessing and a curse being on a dynamic environment like a river.
Representatives for Public Works in Augusta say they're hopeful that much of the state funding is going not just to repairs, but also to keep future storms from causing that much flooding. They also say last year heightened the city's awareness, and they've been working on notification systems to make sure businesses are better prepared, which might have made a difference for Cushnock.
It was a surprise to everybody. There was some alerts, but I don't think anybody knew how dramatic the rainfall up north was going to be. It was unfathomable that it happened as quickly as it did.
And if there is a next time, hopefully luck isn't the only thing they can count on. In Augusta, Pearl Small, News Center, Maine.